Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, currency, and their hidden value. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Today we're talking about something small but mighty, the small-sized new one penny coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II. We'll go over the top 4 most valuable examples, their historical significance, and why they've become such hot collectibles. Let's get started. 1990 new one penny. The penny has been a fundamental part of British currency for centuries. Originally minted in silver, it has evolved over the years, and by the time we get to the 20th century, the penny took on a copper-plated steel form. In this video, we're looking specifically at the 1990 penny, which belongs to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin is from the decimal penny series introduced in 1971 after the UK adopted decimalization, where £1 equaled 100 pennies. Let's get into the details of the 1991 penny coin. On the obverse, we have the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. It's a classic right-facing bust of the Queen, which was used on UK coins from 1985 to 1997. This is the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth to appear on UK coins during her reign, and you'll notice the inscription Elizabeth II DG, Reg. FD surrounding the portrait, which stands for Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. Now flipping to the reverse, we have the iconic portcullis design, which is a representation of the chain gate used as a symbol of the House of Commons. This design was created by Christopher Ironside and has been a staple of the one penny coin since decimalization. Surrounding the design, you'll see the words one penny. The 1990 penny was struck in copper-plated steel, making it less prone to corrosion, but heavier than some of its predecessors. One of the most significant changes in the history of the penny was the reduction in its size. In 1990, the penny had already been issued in a smaller size, which was introduced in 1982. This size change was part of an effort to streamline UKK coinage and make it more practical for everyday use. Before 1982, the penny was larger and made of bronze, but with the change in size came a change in its metal composition as well. The 1990 penny is made of copper-plated steel, whereas older pennies were made of solid bronze. In 1990, millions of these pennies were minted, making it a common coin in circulation. The Royal Mint produced over 419 million one penny coins that year. So if you find one of these, it's not exactly rare. However, condition plays a huge role in value, as we'll discuss next. 1991 new one penny. The penny has been an essential part of British currency for centuries, dating back to Anglo-Saxon England. But the specific design of the coin we know today was introduced after decimalization in 1971. The penny, which was part of the pre-decimal system, transformed into what we now know as the new penny, or one penny coin worth 1/100th of a British pound. The 1991 one penny coin features the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf. This was the third portrait used on coins of the Queen, and it was in circulation between 1985 and 1997. Her Majesty is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, one of her most recognizable pieces of jewelry. Now turning to the reverse side, you'll see a detailed depiction of a portcullis, a traditional symbol of the British Parliament, representing the monarchy's protection of its subjects. This design was created by Christopher Ironside and has been a staple of the 1p coin since decimalization. The 1991 penny was minted in bronze, a composition that continued until 1992 when the UK switched to a copper-plated steel alloy due to rising metal costs. The penny weighs 3.56 grams and has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. Its smooth edge and round shape make it instantly recognizable. In 1991, the Royal Mint produced millions of these pennies as part of their regular annual minting process. However, unlike rare collectible coins with low mintage, the 1991 penny was produced in large quantities. This means that while it may hold historical and aesthetic value, it's not particularly rare in circulation. So what is the value of the 1991 Elizabeth II one penny today? In circulated condition, the coin holds little value beyond its face value of 1 penny. However, uncirculated or mint condition coins can be worth slightly more to collectors. Typically, these coins fetch anywhere between 10 to 50 pence depending on their condition and the demand among collectors. Remember, condition is everything in coin collecting. A coin that's been well preserved without scratches or tarnishing could be more desirable than a heavily circulated piece. Here are a few fun facts about the 1991 penny and UK coinage in general. While the 1p coin may seem insignificant today, the Royal Mint continues to produce millions of them every year, with over 11 billion 1p coins currently in circulation. The portcullis design on the penny isn't just for the 1p coin. It's also the symbol of the Palace of Westminster and can be found on the UK's £10 banknotes. The 1991 penny is made of bronze, but the penny's composition was changed in 1992 to a copper-plated steel due to rising metal prices. This makes pre-1992 pennies, including the 1991 version, somewhat unique. 1985 new 1 penny. To understand the 1985 new 1 penny, we need to rewind a bit and talk about its historical context. This penny is part of the British decimal coinage introduced in 1971 when the UK switched from the old system of pounds, shillings, and pence to a decimal system. The 1 penny coin we're discussing today was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The specific 1985 penny was minted as part of this ongoing decimal currency system. Though it's a relatively recent coin, it reflects centuries of British coin design evolution. The term new penny was used from 1971 to 1981 to distinguish it from pre-decimal pennies. By 1982, the new was dropped, but the coin maintained its design heritage. Let's break down the design. On the obverse or head side, you'll see the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. The version used in 1985 was designed by Arnold Machane, and it's the second portrait of the Queen to appear on coins. Queen Elizabeth is shown wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. Around the edge, you'll find the inscription Elizabeth II DG Reg, FD, which stands for Elizabeth II Dei Gratia Regina Fidei Fidei Defensatrix, meaning Elizabeth II by the grace of God, Queen and Defender of the Faith. On the reverse side of the coin, we have the familiar portcullis with chains. The portcullis is a design associated with the Palace of Westminster, symbolizing Parliament and British governance. This design was created by Christopher Ironside and has been used on the 1 penny coin since decimalization. Below the portcullis, you'll find the denomination 1 penny. Now let's talk about the production details. The 1985 1 penny was struck at the Royal Mint. Like most British coins, it's made of bronze, which gives it a reddish-brown color. The penny weighs 3.56 grams and has a diameter of 20.3 millimeters. 1985 was not a rare year for the production of 1 penny coins. In fact, millions were minted for circulation, making it a relatively common coin. There were also proof versions made for collectors, usually included in annual mint sets, which are more valuable than circulated versions. 2000 new 1 penny. Let's start with a little background. The 2001 penny is part of a long-standing tradition in British coinage, continuing the famous decimalized currency introduced in 1971. These coins have been essential in everyday transactions, but their designs and significance go beyond their face value. Monarch. This coin was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the longest-serving British monarch at the time. Millennium year, the year 2000, marked the start of a new millennium, which makes this coin an interesting piece from a historical perspective. Minting history: over 1.04 billion of these coins were minted in 2000, making them fairly common in circulation. However, don't let the large mintage fool you. Certain factors can make some of these coins worth more than others. Now, let's break down the design of the coin. On the obverse side, we have a right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait was introduced in 1998 and continued until 2015. It's distinctive for its detailed realism, highlighting the Queen's mature appearance. You can also spot the inscription around the edge reading. On the reverse, we see the traditional portcullis with chains, which is an emblem from the Palace of Westminster, symbolizing British parliamentary history. This design is part of the decimal penny series and was created by Christopher Ironside. Details matter. Look closely, and you'll notice small details like the designer's initials under the Queen's neck and intricate lines on the portcullis, which make this coin a work of art. Let's talk numbers. The 2001 penny coin is diameter 20.3 mm, weight 3.56 grams, material bronze plated steel. Before 1992, pennies were made of 97% copper, but the metal composition was changed to steel with a thin layer of copper after that. The 2000 version is part of this new composition, making it slightly different from its older counterparts.